of the same people who carried out 9/11. And every one of us was terrified because we looked at this evidence, this picture gathered by intelligence, and on the basis of the intelligence, not that he had a nuclear weapon, but that he was building nuclear weapons. They sent the army in with bombs, shock and awe, tanks, aircraft, marine, everything went in and shut down the country, arrested, executed Saddam Hussein, and said it was based on intelligence. So, Hussein's getting weapons, we will go in and stop him. But here I am, a pastor in Hackney, where 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds have access to semi-automatic and automatic weapons of destruction. Where's the war on terror? What happened to the war on terror? Because we are the ones who are living under the shadow of terrorism. Now watch this. We are told that we should be doing more. I'm going to tell you from the horse's mouth. There is nothing you can do to stop young people acquiring weapons in your community. Nothing. Think about it. Think about it. You're in your house. Oh, did you hear that the guy a couple doors away, he's a young guy, he's got a gun? What? Let's go to the house. Excuse me, young man. I've heard that you have hold of an automatic weapon, and you hand it over now. Naughty, naughty. If you value your head, don't do it. Don't do it. Listen, when it comes to weapons, there are two issues. First is the issue of supply. The second is the issue of demand. You and I can affect the demand for weapons. Why? Through our gospel, we can affect the demand for weapons. Through people getting saved. Come on, somebody. Through people fearing God. If they don't fear God, what else can you say to them? We can affect the demand. But see, it doesn't take a lot of demand to get a lot of guns into a community. What it takes is an unlimited supply. Now, I've got a problem because none of these guns are manufactured in the ghetto where they are used. Hello, congregation. None of these guns are manufactured in the neighborhoods where they are used. It's just that neighborhood is a target market for the manufacturers and suppliers of the weapons. I'm going to go even further and say something I said this morning. You won't find a black gunsmith anywhere in the world. You ain't going to find it. They don't make guns in Africa. They don't make them in the Caribbean. They don't make them in Barbados. They definitely don't make them in Jamaica, but they use them in Jamaica. So they've got to come from somewhere. Now, it is not my job or your job to prevent the supply of weapons to young people. We have no means of stopping that. You can't go and bust up the gun deal that's going on. Oh, they're selling guns over there. Oh, really? Come on then. If you value your head, you can't do that. It's only the government that can do that. It's only the police that can do that. And people say, well, the police are doing everything they can. Listen, the police is an organization like every other organization. And organizations are restricted and limited by their budget. And they are limited by the targets that they have to meet and the boxes they have to tick. And they're made up of ordinary people with faults, failures, shortcomings, and lack of discipline problems like you or I or anybody else. The fact of the matter is that whenever a terrorist lets off a bomb and kills lots of people on a tube, for some reason within weeks, we have video footage of every move they make. Here's the terrorist walking towards the train station. Here, police have now released CCTV footage of the terrorist boarding the train. We now have footage of the actual detonation. And I'm living in a community, you're living in a community where 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds are routinely running by cameras, stabbing people for their mobile phones, shooting guns. A 12-year-old has no intelligence to deal with a big brother state. How can a 13 or 14-year-old have the intelligence to deal with a big brother state? Big brother state means this country is the most watched country in the world. Statement of fact. How in the world is it that so many guns have gotten into our community? I think it's time we told the government, listen, you can't do our job, but neither can we do yours. I wish I had some help in here today. You can't do our job, but neither can we do yours, and we're not going to do yours. You're going to do yours, and you're going to put the proper money and the proper resources and the proper responses in place to prevent the supply of these weapons being handed out to our kids like ice cream from an ice cream van. I wish I had some help in here today. You can stop it. Of course you can stop it. Say, we can't stop it. Yes, you can. And we'll soon see just how fast they can. Because so long as the problem remains in an isolated, marginalized community, then big people can get up and say, this problem is not a metaphor for modern Britain. This problem is isolated and specific to a specific community and can calm everyone else down so everyone else feels fine. But that's until the bullets start flying across the fence. And when the bullets start flying across the fence, and your sons and your daughters are getting the bullet, maybe we'll find the extra money necessary to stop the supply of guns. Shocking. You know why our leaders can't say it? You know why they can't say it? It is because of this heresy of the mission following the money. Give me 2 more seconds and I'm through, or so. This heresy of the mission following the money has rendered our leaders powerless. And one of the things that we have to be careful, I'm going to say this will be my last bombshell. I used to think that the kingdom would be here if more Christians were in power. Please. Please. You know what? Do you know what a Christian is to start with? A Christian is a Christ-like person. Huh? A what? A Christ-like person. So everyone that says I'm a Christian is not necessarily a Christian. But let me tell you how the kingdom is. The kingdom is like the Garden of Eden. And here's how the Garden of Eden is. Adam, you have dominion over everything, so long as I have dominion over you. So the kingdom is like this: God ruling you, you ruling your realm. The kingdom is only present if God is first ruling you. So you may get a pay rise, promotion, a position. You may become affluent. You may